There's only one way to start any form of public speaking, and that's not, my name's Lawrence and I'm really pleased you would come today. I can guarantee you if you start your speech like that, you'll have lost your audience. You see, whenever we do any form of public speaking, if we introduce ourselves and go over what the theme was, well, by the time you finish doing that, people have pulled out their phones, they started checking their messages, and you've lost them for the rest of your presentation. And so there's only one way we can start any form of public speaking, and you may have heard of it before. It's called the hook. You see, a hook will engage the audience and draw them into the rest of your presentation. So what exactly is a hook, and how can you use it to be able to keep your audience engaged? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how. Now, the first aim of a good hook is to grab the immediate attention of your audience. In fact, you only have a few seconds to do it. You may have realized this if you're looking for a video online. You click on one you like the look of, you will sit through the adverts, and then when it starts to play, you only give it a few seconds before maybe you don't engage with the person who's speaking, or you don't like the way that they're presenting things, or even sometimes don't like the way they sound. And so you'll click off of that video and go to another one. That's because we only have 7 seconds to make a first impression with the people we're speaking to. So the opening of your presentation is essential to get right. You must engage them immediately if you want to keep them on board for the rest of the presentation. So what are some ways that you could engage your audience with a hook? Well, here's some examples. You could use a powerful statistic, something maybe they haven't heard before related to the topic that you're talking about. You could use a thought-provoking question, something that piques their interest and makes them interested to find out the answer to that during your presentation. You could use a story or an anecdote, something that makes the audience join the story to find out the answer and how it ends at the end of your talk. Or you could use a bold, maybe even controversial statement so that people are interested to find out why you think that way. Using one of these will pique the interest of the audience and make them want to lean in to find out how the rest of your presentation unfolds. The second aim of a good hook is to establish relevance and importance. You see, it's not just about grabbing the audience's attention. You need to show why what you're talking about is relevant and important. If you can do that and draw the audience in, maybe on something that they're interested in or a pain point they have related to the theme of your talk, well, then they'll join you to find out how the rest of your talk unfolds. A good example of why this is so important is as if you were invited to speak about climate change and spent your entire opening speaking about football. Unless you have some amazing way of tying that in to your main theme, it really isn't relevant. And people will wonder why they need to listen. And they can do that in their mind without actually physically getting up and walking out. They could mentally check out and start thinking about something else. So staying on topic and showing why what you're talking about is relevant is really important, especially at the beginning when people are making up their mind whether they're going to continue listening to what you have to say. The third aim of a good hook is to establish trust and credibility. You see, while you're opening up your presentation, the audience, if they don't know you and have never seen you speak before, are trying to establish whether they can trust you, whether you have any credibility, whether what you're saying, you have any evidence to back up your knowledge. It would be like if you were a financial advisor. You would want to establish why people could trust you on the topic, why you have the authority to speak about that. And so using maybe some of your experience, something that you've achieved, or maybe a statistic to show that you have the knowledge, you have the credibility, and they can trust you, will mean that they will then lend you their time, which is really the most important thing that anyone can do, is to give us some of their time. So that's the aim of a good hook. Use the suggestions in this video to help create and craft an excellent hook that will draw in your audience, establish the relevance of what you have to say, and help your audience to trust you. And you can do that all within the first few words that you say. The hook then is an absolutely essential part of your presentation. If you get your hook right, your audience will be with you from the start. If you get it wrong, you'll lose them. So make sure you spend time crafting the perfect hook to bring them in to your presentation. I hope you found this video useful. If you would like to find out more, please click subscribe and like this video so other people who are doing any form of public speaking can benefit from crafting the perfect hook.